talk is a national institution, but it does not help the slave. The angels are ministering spirits, they are not governing spirits. I will have nothing to do with so mean an act. I would sooner take my gun and help drive you out of the country. There is a shrine in the Temple of Age where lie forever embalmed the memories of such as have deserved well of their country and their race. I am quite certain that the crimes of this guilty land will never be purged away but with blood. I had, as I now think, vainly flattered myself that without very much bloodshed it might be done. Had I so interfered on behalf of the rich, the powerful, the intelligent, the so-called great, or on behalf of any of their friends, every man in this court would have deemed it an act worthy of reward rather than punishment. When I strike, the bees will begin to swarm, and I want you to help hive them. It is not a case we are treating, it is a living, palpitating, alas, too often suffering fellow creature. I have only a short time to live, only one death to die, and I will die fighting for this cause. There will be no peace in this land until slavery is done for. I don't think the people of the slave state will ever consider the subject of slavery in its true light till some other argument is resorted to other than moral persuasion. I want you to understand that I respect the rights of the poorest and weakest of colored people oppressed by the slave system just as much as I do those of the most wealthy and powerful. That is the idea that has moved me, and that alone. Here, before God, in the presence of these witnesses, from this time, I consecrate my life to the destruction of slavery. Holiness does not consist in mystic speculations, enthusiastic fervors, or uncommanded austerities. It consists in thinking as God thinks, and willing as God wills. I am yet too young to understand that God is any respecter of persons. I believe that to have interfered as I have done, in behalf of his despised poor, was not wrong but right. Now let us thank the eternal power, convinced that heaven but tries our virtue by afflictions, that oft the cloud that wraps the present hour serves, but to brighten whole our future days. So far as I ever observed God's dealings with my soul, the flights of preachers sometimes entertained me, but it was Scripture expressions which did penetrate my heart and in a way peculiar to themselves. These men are all talk. What is needed is action. Action. I will answer anything I can with honor, but not about others. The same I cannot both look up to heaven and down to earth. I cannot remember a night so dark as to have hindered the coming day. Symptoms are the body's mother tongue. Signs are in a foreign language. The intent and not the deed is in our power. and therefore, who dares greatly, does greatly. I think every family should have a dog. It is like having a perpetual baby. It is the plaything and crony of the whole house. It keeps them all young. Demild with the mild, shrewd with the crafty, confiding to the honest, rough to the ruffian, and a thunderbolt to the liar. But in all this, never be unmindful of your own dignity. I was shot down by a fifth ball, which struck me squarely in the face, and passed out. 'Tis mean for empty praise of wit to write, as foplings grin, to show their teeth are white. Caution, sir, I am eternally tired of hearing that word caution. It is nothing but the word of cowardice. I am gaining in health slowly, and am quite cheerful in view of my approaching end, being fully persuaded that I am worth inconceivably more to hang than any other purpose. I have been whipped, as the saying is, but I am sure I can recover all the lost capital occasioned by that disaster, by only hanging a few moments by the neck, and I feel quite determined to make the utmost possible out of a defeat. No man with a man's heart in him gets far on his way without some bitter soul searching disappointment. Happy he who is brave enough to push on another stage of the journey and rest where there are living springs of water and 70 palms.